Marjorie Taylor Greene is known for blowing up after being asked even just simple questions. And when she does blow up, as we've seen, she gets completely unhinged. And today that statement still remains true, because we have a new breaking news clip of Marjorie Taylor Greene throwing a temper tantrum after being asked a very simple question by a reporter. Now, this was at the Republican National Convention, and I think before we dive into that interview, I think we should take a look at Marjorie Taylor Greene's speech, because she also has some pretty unhinged moments in there as well. Not to mention, she just lies a ton throughout her speech. So let's go ahead and take a look at that.
Today is a celebration. The American spirit is alive and well. And we have once again nominated for president the founding father of the America First movement, Donald John Trump. Unfortunately, this is also a somber moment for our nation. 2 days ago, evil came for the man we admire and love so much. I thank God that his hand was on President Trump. For far too long, the establishment in Washington has sold us out. They promised unity and delivered division. They promised peace and brought war. They promised normalcy and gave us Transgender Visibility Day on Easter Sunday. And let me state this clearly. There are only two genders. And we are made in God's image. Amen. And we won't shy away from speaking that simple truth ever. The Democrats ripped open our borders and allowed millions of illegal aliens to pour in, driving up the cost of housing and health care while slashing American wages and eliminating jobs. They claim that our economy is thriving, yet hundreds of thousands of American-born workers lost their jobs these past few years. The Democrats' economy is of, by, and for illegal aliens. Our open borders have also unleashed the worst drug crisis in American history. Yet while hundreds of thousands of Americans are suffering, the Democrats spent over $175 billion, your tax dollars, to secure Ukraine's borders. But they tell us the border wall is too expensive. But an American government that serves the interests not of the wealthy, the globalist, or the powerful few, but of all hardworking Americans is within our grasp. Donald Trump has, and he will, make America successful again. He will make us wealthy again. And as God as my witness, he will finally give us the country we deserve. Because Donald John Trump is the leader America deserves. God bless the American people. God bless President Trump, and God bless the United States of America.
So yeah, this is sort of what we're dealing with Marjorie Taylor Greene here. Now moving on to the interview that was held today, where Marjorie Taylor Greene just absolutely blew up, it actually started off as a normal interview. She was first asked on her thoughts on J.D. Vance, and that was relatively normal, but it ended up spiraling pretty quickly after that, because she was asked, quite simply, for evidence after she made claims saying that the Democrats wanted the shooting of Trump to happen. And so after she was just very quite simply asking for evidence, like, hey, can you give us a name or a quote or something just to back up your claims, she blew up and threw an absolute temper tantrum. And it makes sense why she would blow up, because she just doesn't have any evidence at all. Take a look at this interview.
What do you think of his choice of J.D. Vance as vice president?
Very excited. I was the first member of Congress to endorse J.D. Vance when he was running for Senate. And I vetted him pretty closely, of course, because I'm one of those strong President Trump supporters.
This is a man who compared him to Hitler, though. Isn't that concerning?
Let me finish. I vetted him on his statements, his articles he'd written. And of course, you know, JD's an American. He can change his mind. And what changed his mind is he watched President Trump in his first presidency. And it was the policies and the decisions President Trump made in his first 4 years that changed his mind. And, you know, I really respect that. And I think Americans have the right to change their mind, especially based on someone's actions, not their words. And so when people are judging J.D. Vance, I think they can also look to see that we can watch his actions. And as a senator, I'm really proud of him. I'm proud of the legislation that he's voted on. I'm proud of the work that he's done on the committees he serves on. And I'm really excited President Trump picked him.
So Vance, he said that the UK could be the first Islamist country with nuclear weapons under the new Labour government. Doesn't that paint a sour picture for relations with the UK?
Well, let's talk about the words of the Democrats and Joe Biden that have also labeled President Trump as a fascist, labeled all of us as Nazis and Hitler, completely lied, demonizing him so much so that a young man, a 20-year-old, which is hard to imagine, actually climbed onto a roof and tried to murder President Trump.
You said that the Democrats wanted the shooting of Trump to happen.
Let's talk about people like you.
Where's your evidence
let's talk
of
about
that?
people like you.
But where's your
that
evidence of those
demonize
claims?
People like me, President Trump. You know, I have some of the most highest amount of death threats because of people like you, because you choose to only take certain words from people, and then that's what you want to report. Shame on you. Shame on you.
But
because
where's your evidence?
No. You're the problem. And where's this woman from?
The Times.
You're
London.
from the Times? Okay, you're ridiculous. And you're the problem in our country. You lie about people like me. This is the first time you've ever talked to me. I want you to know, I'm a regular person like you. I'm also a mom. I have 3 kids. And we have to put up with the most unreal amount of bullshit because of little liars like you that take your job and turn it into political activism. Your job is the press. You should report the news, not lie. No, not lie about it. You don't get to ask any more questions. I'm done with you. Because you're the cause. You're
One
the
more
cause
thing. You
of
call
our
the
country.
Democrats a
No.
party
You're
of
the cause of
pedophiles.
our
Do you have any
country being
response to
divided.
that?
You're the cause of our country being divided. You're the cause of President Trump almost being assassinated. You're the cause of everything wrong
where's
in
your
America.
evidence of those
No,
claims?
you're done. You're done. Yeah, go back.
Thank
Go back.
you.
So yes, the reporter was just very simply asking some basic questions, and Marjorie Taylor Greene went completely unhinged, talking about how the Democrats are evil and making her life horrible. Like, no, Marjorie, it is you. You are the one who's choosing to make your life horrible and miserable. You chose to be one of the most horrendous members of Congress and didn't expect anything bad or any backlash at all? Like, you are insane if you just expected it to be all fine and dandy. So as we can see from this Marjorie Taylor Greene interview, she really doesn't like all of the negative press that she gets. She just has really had enough at this point. And I think that's funny because I feel like we've had enough of Marjorie Taylor Greene, so I guess it goes both ways. But after this interview, I just have one thing to say to Marjorie Taylor Greene. If you don't like it, you can always resign. Because honestly, you don't deserve to be in Congress anyway.